esekhuluma ngalabantu. Manje lokho kwangidida, ngiyacabanga ukuthi le nto ngathi izodinga upresident. Upresident uzofanele ukuthi angenelele ngoba manje ibhodi yakhe kuthiwa yini ikhabhinethi yakhe manje umphakathi wase-South Africa uzongayithembi ngoba manje uministri wayekade ethe la bantu wayekade ehambisana nathi, yazi ukuthi ubani wenza lento, uyazi naye, lokho akufile. Manje uyoqhamuka usithi la bantu kanjani, angazi noma khona abamsabisa ngayo, mhlawumbe bamsabisa nge-something, angazi, mhlawumbe khona abathi bazomenzela, angazi.
Ikuphatha kanjani?
I'm very strong because I believe in God. I'm a man of God, and I don't fear anyone. Khona babengitshela bathi ngeke ngeke uNkona akasasekho naye wathatha uJesu wafuza thina sisindiswe. Nami futhi kufanele ngivele kunjalo. I believe in God. I have a strong relationship with God. I don't fear any man, even if it's more president ipower yisaphi.
Ucabanga ukuthi laba ucabanga ukuthi yibo abayenzile le nto bazoboshwa noma ucabanga ukuthi nje never yenzakala le nto?
Bazoboshwa, sizozama ukwenza indlela ukuthi sikwazi ukudila nalamaphilisi ukuthi so sizoma ukuthi angifuna ukukhuluma kakhulu but sizokwenza indlela ukuthi sidile nalabantu abaqophe abantu abangekho nokuthi kanjani ukuthi umuntu ewususpect kuleli cala ukuthi aqhubeka investigate i-case. Yiloko esifuna ukudila nabo ukuthi kufanele baphume labantu ngoba oyedwa wabo uwususpect wakhipha something kwi-docket.
What's up, people? We are back with another video. The page, it is called South African Late News. Yeah, the Senzomela case was back today in court, and Nisi was spitting fire. But the video that you've just watched now is Fisomiyo explaining why Gininda should not be involved in this case. I've said a long time ago that Gininda should not have been part of this investigation because he is a suspect. Remember that there was this statement that was deposed by Mlungu Sihlope. It is alleged that it went missing for about 5 years. It only came out after Sifisomiyo spoke to the media about it, and then the NPA decided to give it to the defense team. So those are some elements that the state proves that the state is lying to us about this case. The 5 accused before court were not the killers of Senzomiyo. The 5 guys before court did not kill Senzomiyo. The first thing that clears them, it's the DNA. The DNA expert that came to court said all 5 accused before court are excluded, meaning that they were not in the house when Senzomiyo was shot. So if a DNA expert says that, it tells you that the state has got the wrong accused. Then the head that was found in the crime scene, it had a DNA of a woman. And if you check very carefully, the 5 accused before court are all males. So none of them were in that house. Because of the poor investigation done by Gininda and others, we are in this mess now. We've got the wrong accused before court. And then today, Nisi asked Gininda about the hearsay evidence that was provided by Zungu. Gininda now, he confessed that the evidence that was given to Zungu Senior, it's not even his own. Zungu Senior had the information about accused 1 and 2 being involved in the Senzomiyo killing. He had that information from Mbongiseni Ntanzi. So now in court, it means we've got a triple hearsay evidence. That evidence originates from Mbongiseni Ntanzi. But Mbongiseni Ntanzi was never called to testify before court for some reason. Baloyi did not call him. So now we've got that triple hearsay evidence that is going to be used against the innocent men that are in court because Rata seems to have accepted that evidence. The only person that came to court is Zungu Jr., the one that is a policeman. But Zungu Jr. heard most of the stuff from his father, Mr. Absalom Zungu. And then Absalom Zungu heard the information from Mbongiseni Ntanzi, which means in court we do not have the person that heard or the person that has the first-hand knowledge of the incident. Mbongiseni Ntanzi told Zungu that he heard from accused 1 and 2 that they were involved in the Mayor killing. And that's how everything started. So now we are relying from an evidence that was told by someone who told someone else. So it's just into engekho le. But uRatha use ukubonakalayo ukuthi leli cala ubufakazi uyabuthatha uyavuma. Kodwa umuntu okufanele azofakaza ubani? Umbongiseni Ntanzi naye lo uZungu Senior lo u-Absolute. Not uZungu lo iphoyisa oyingane ka-Absolute ngoba le information ayitshela inkantolo wayizwa ngabantu. So akusibo ubufakazi obuqhamuka kuyena. So akusibo ubufakazi ukuthi inkantolo ingabuthemba leyo. So you see this case is just a mess. And it is said that the judge is allowing all this nonsense to continue. It is said. As you saw on the video that I played earlier, Sifiso Mayor says he asked why Geninda is involved in this case because he's a suspect. The case was opened by Makubo against Geninda. Makubo opened a case of defeating the end of justice because he believed that Geninda stole that statement that was made by Mlungisi Hlophe. But Geninda was never charged of that because Geninda is so powerful, so nothing happened to him. But you see now, to bring someone in the case that has got some tainted reputation, it is not good. That is why I'm just hoping that this case will end soon, and then these guys can appeal at the next court, because as things stands, I think Judge Racha has already found these guys guilty in his mind. Truly speaking, the 5 accused before court, they do not stand a chance in Judge Racha's court. Now I'm putting my hope in the Supreme Court of Appeal, where they can appeal. There they can show all the bad things that were happening under Judge Racha. There are so many irregularities in this case. Zungu's evidence should have not been accepted in the first place because it is hearsay evidence. So I'm hoping that at the Supreme Court of Appeal, when they appeal, they can see all those irregularities that were happening in Judge Racha's court. Even that so-called confession that was accepted by Racha, he should not have accepted that confession simply because these guys were tortured, and there's proof of that. Why I'm saying that the confession, so the first one was taken at night, and also in the early hours of the morning. Why would you drive around with the suspect at night until the morning? They were doing that so that they can intimidate them, so that they can confess. It is very clear. The 2 guys were abused, Ntanzi and Musibiya. I believe them. It's just that we do not have a fair judge here. And you must remember, we were told by Geninda that Ntanzi was arrested for the Nongoma case. But Ntanzi never went to Nongoma to stand trial for that case. Instead, only the co-accused, I think his name was Kinisilani Ptelis, that was charged without Ntanzi. So the arrest of Ntanzi was just a disguise so that they can keep him in jail and then try to force him to speak. They had no evidence to keep Ntanzi in jail, so they used the Nongoma case to arrest him for the Mayor case. They only wanted to get a confession because they realized that this case, Mayor case, they have no evidence. So if they can get a confession, then a confession would link all 4 other guys, Ntanzi plus 4 others. So as you can see in the Ntanzi fake confessions, all the guys are linked or are implicated because the state did not have evidence. So if you still can't say that this case is cooked, then I don't know ukuthi yini lo yidlayo or yini lo yiphuzayo. But kucacile la ukuthi icala leli alikho nje. Kuboshwa abantu abaronga. Abantu okufanele ngababoshwa yilaba ababesendlini. Into yokuqala nje abayenza baqamba amanga ngento eyenzeke endlini. So at least ubaloyi okufanele ba-charge for what? For defeating the ends of justice, for lying. That's the least that he could have done. And also charge ulo uMaphiri ngoba kuthiwa uyena owaklina i-crime scene. So into yokuqala abangayenza leyo before aqhubeke ne-murder. Because sesiyazi ukuthi uSenzo wadubula ngephutha. Sasazi kanjani lokho? Siyazi because kukhona i-statement esabhalwa uMlungisi Hlophe lesi sasalahle isikhathi eside. uMlungisi Hlophe in statement he alleges that Longethwala shot Senzomiyo by mistake. Lokho kwenzeka because uSenzomiyo uyezama ukulamula abantu ababelwa uZandi Khumalo ne-boyfriend yakhe ledla ama-drugs uLongethwala. Batheke isibhamu saphunyuka kwadubuleka uSenzo ngephutha washona-ke. Bese emva kwaloko abantu abasendlini baqhamuka nale theory-ke le-intrude ukuthi kungena iy'gebengu into engekho. Uma ubuka kahle la akekho umakhelwane owabona abantu bephuma bebaleka after sokubulawa uSenzo ngoba wadutshulwa ngomunye wabo abasendlini. Akukhona oyedwa umakhelwane wabona iy'gebengu zibaleka. So lokho kwenzeka kanjani? Kwenzeka because labantu abasendlini baqamba amanga. But-ke anyway icala liyaqhubeka kusasa. Umnisi wemvula usabhizi noGininda. But I'm tired of hearing Gininda's voice because he's telling the same story. You ask him a question, he'll give you a long answer. Gcineni umbuzo awuphenduli kahle. So ngifuna indaba yakhe nje baqede ngaye bese-ke i-defense ivula icala layo bese babiza ofakazi babo. Lapho-ke bothi kube ukwazi ukubiza abantu abanjengobani, oMakhubo, oJoyce Buthelezi nabanye okuyibona abobhidliza icala le-state because leli cala leli alikho. Icala esikujahile thina iliphi? Ileli ngaphansi kuka-docket 375 la lithi khona abantu afanele baboshwe baphi yilaba besendlini oLongethwala, oZandi, oKheli noma wakhe. And then-ke nalo wafika after wazoklina uMaphiri wafika after-ke uSenzo esedlulile emhlabeni. But anyway ngiyanibonga for ukubuka. Kusasa liyaqhubeka icala likaSenzomiyiwa. uGininda uzoqhubeka namanga. So kasilalele futhi kusasa. Ngiyabonga ukuthi nibuke. Thank you very much.